Are good and evil two sides of the same coin? Get God Failed, Ariel Langford's disturbing account of a tortured soul manipulated by good and by evil. God Failed is available everywhere digital books are sold. Hi, everyone. Well, some good news that I can tell you is that I'm not dead. And we were right about 2412 being a date. It's what I think is maybe a death sentence and a birth all at once. I'm kind of still too stunned to talk about this. But I will say one thing. It changes everything.
We're searching for the Demonic Testament, a book written by a demon, and you're coming with us.
Hi, everyone. Well, Happy New Year and welcome to 2019.
New year, new you.
Yeah, I guess you could say that, and actually in more ways than one. Well, so as many of you know by now, I wasn't issued a death sentence, as we thought. But while the physical me is still alive and kicking, I feel as though the Sutton Blackhill that we all knew and loved is pretty much dead and gone. Knowing now that Agatha is my great-great-grandmother changes my entire outlook on everything. You know, I spent days curled up in a corner of my bed just acting as though my life was over. But then the image of Christian sitting in the cell Madeline, my great-aunt, made for him, I thought about how he didn't give up, and it made me realize that I shouldn't either.
But he did give up.
Yeah, well, yes, he did, and that's certainly one way to look at it. But if you look at it through his eyes, his death was an act to accomplish the one thing he wanted above everything else. And like Christian, I just refuse to let the burden our family carries to weaken me and my resolve, and I need to find the truth. Nothing, not even a threat from the fucking church, will prevent me from breaking the spell this demon has held over me and my family.
Hold on now. You really shouldn't be taking threats from the church so lightly. Now, it's very clear from their letter that they mean business.
Yeah, well, you know what? So do I. If anything, their threats empowered me. Fuck them and their mysterious ways bullshit.
Okay. Well, do you want to tell everyone how it came to be that you are Agatha's great-great-granddaughter, or should I just go ahead and read the letter?
You know, I think you should just read the letter so everybody can see how the church manipulates everyone.
Dear Miss Blackhill, as much as we try to understand, we do not have the capability to understand what God has planned for us. Free will makes it difficult to trust in His plan, and we are not always comforted by the fact that God works in mysterious ways. As a man of God, it is one of the most frustrating things to reconcile while preaching His word. What makes this even more complicated is Lucifer also works in mysterious ways, which makes the line between good and evil even harder to see. This confusion, coupled with free will, makes the choices we make seem like we can choose our own destiny. But you must remember that only God decides your fate. It is no coincidence that you find yourself living in Idaho in the same house that gave you such trauma 2 years ago. I wish I could tell you that Lucifer's hand is involved in your current situation, as that we can deal with. However, I cannot. You and your partner, Mr. Fitch, are in the middle of something that should be left to the church. We have the knowledge and the resources to handle this particular situation, just as we've done for more than 2,000 years. While you and Mr. Fitch believe your investigation will reveal some kind of transformative truth, the reality is you were chosen by evil to pursue this investigation and expose lies disguised as the truth in an effort to upset the balance that created and sustains our universe. I'm writing on behalf of the Vatican to demand that you and Mr. Fitch abandon this investigation immediately. The Church understands that you want to rid yourself of the mark left by the demon, and because of this, you aren't likely to accommodate our demand. This would be unwise. To help you understand the gravity of your situation, the Church has given me permission to include 2 files along with this letter. If you've already looked at those files, you may be wondering what they mean and why we sent them to you. In 1921, a woman was admitted to the Kirkbride Asylum by her family. During her stay, she and the head doctor had an affair that resulted in the woman becoming pregnant. In 1922, the Blessed Sacrament Church bought the asylum, and upon discovering the affair and subsequent pregnancy, fired the doctor and forced the unwed woman to give the baby up for adoption. To prevent a scandal, the Church kept everything a secret. Not even her family knew the truth. That woman was your great-great-grandmother, Agatha Kowalski, or as you know her, Agatha O'Toole. One of the files included in the box contains the DNA results as proof that what we say is true. It is the hope of the Church that this information helps you see that evil has chosen you and how important it is for you to cease participating in this investigation and urge Mr. Fitch to do the same. May God bless you and guide your decision. Signed, Bishop P. Killian, Blessed Sacrament Church.
And there you have it. Proof of how the Catholic Church keeps secrets and how they use those secrets to manipulate people to get what they want.
All right, again, be careful here. Now, they obviously listen to the show and keep track of what we're doing. And, I'm not sure you understand how powerful the Church really is.
Oh, I don't think they understand how powerful a woman with the score to settle can be. Plus, why do you care? You're an agnostic.
All right. Well, on that note, I think it's time to say goodbye for now.
Yeah, I need another one of these aquavit drinks anyway.
Wally Fitch out. It's always booze or food.
This episode may be over, but don't miss what happens next. Follow A Walk in Darkness on Instagram or Twitter for the latest developments in the investigation.
Thanks for listening, and don't forget to subscribe.